Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out the Valiant ones released in 4K UHD Blu-ray by Eureka Video. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So this is pretty damn exciting for me because I recently just put out a video of the Valiant ones, the German Blu-ray release of the Valiant ones from Cargo Movies, and while I thoroughly enjoyed this, a lot of people actually had commented saying that they weren't going to pick this up because it had been cropped, that they had actually cropped the picture image up to hide the burnt in Chinese subtitles, to put their own subtitles, their German English subtitles over that. Now, because I didn't have anything to compare this to, or I've never really seen the film in its full glory apart from a really dodgy YouTube copy, I had nothing to really put that up against, or those claims I should say, and check that out. Now, with Eureka's 4K restoration, and I mean I can totally trust Eureka with what they're putting out there, I will be putting these side by side just to see and make sure that what they were saying here for the Cargo Movies release is actually true. So I will get back to that. Saying that, I did enjoy what was put out there on that German Blu-ray. Now I have got this amazing 1975 classic from Hsu on 4K UHD, which is just tremendous. I mean, absolutely tremendous. What a movie. And it's been, you know, it almost has felt like it's been in hiding for the last few decades. There hasn't been too much about the Valiant ones kicking about, and we've seen many Hsu movies released time and time again via DVD and Blu-ray and 4K and so on, but the Valiant ones has certainly taken its time, and here we have it, the 4K UHD restoration of this absolutely cracker movie. I mean, it is just fan-friggin-tastic. Shot back to back with The Fate of Lee Kan. There was a bit of a deal going on between Hsu where Golden Harvest would own The Fate of Lee Kan, whereas he would own the Valiant ones, although Golden Harvest would put it out there. This, though, for me, is a hell of an exciting trip. I love The Fate of Lee Kan, don't get me wrong, really do. Also available from Eureka Video. This is part of their Masters of Cinema series, number 288. Stars pretty much the majority of future Hong Kong superstars. You have Sammo Hung here, who plays one of the big bad guys towards the end, mostly. Then you have the likes of Yuen Pyo popping up in there, Yuen Hua, pretty much most of the Seven Little Fortunes, Corey Yuen, Yuen Ting, things like that. And even Jackie Chan, who is said to show up in many roles throughout, although only under the deal that he would keep his face covered so he could appear different times there. But yes, my video retrospective of course will follow that and we'll delve into that more. But for now, I want to get stuck into this because I'm dying to see this in 4K and dying to put it up against the German Blu-ray release, of course. So released by Eureka Video in 4K or in regular Blu-ray release with the 4K restoration on there, which is usually enough for some people, for most people. But I just felt like I needed this movie in 4K. It's just a stunning movie, as are all of Hsu's projects. I think definitely his Wu Chiao stuff especially is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and deserves to be seen in the best possible way. In terms of this special Ultra HD Blu-ray edition, the special features are limited edition O-card slipcase featuring new artwork by Gokaiju, 4K UHD presentation in Dolby Vision, from a digital restoration of the original negatives gifted by director Hsu to the Hong Kong Film Archive. Fan-friggin-tastic, and that would explain why we haven't seen a lot of this, let's be honest. We've got uncompressed original Mandarin mono, restored from the original soundtrack negative, Brand new audio commentary by East Asian film expert Frank Jiang. Tony Raines on the Valiant ones. Brand new interview with critic Tony Raines. Very much looking forward to that. The star of All Wuxia. Brand new video essay by David Kearns. The Life of a Lucky Stuntman. Brand new interview with stuntman Billy Chan. Wonderful. My Father and I. A brand new interview with actor Ng Ming Choi, who appears in the movie here as one of the young warriors. Then we have Memories of Who, an archival 2003 interview with Roger Garcia from the Hong Kong International Film Festival Society by Frederick Ambrosin. Archival 2003 interview with actress Hsu Feng by Frederick Ambrosin. And an archival 2016 interview with actor Ng Ming Choi, again, by Frederick Ambrosin. Plus a collector's booklet featuring new writings on the film by Jonathan Clements. Fan-friggin-tastic. What do we got here? Of course, it's region free, being Ultra HD there. So much to love. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, let's see. Sliding on out, we have got the same cover there. As you can see. Oh, do love that black case surrounding these. It is just bloody gorgeous. Inside, we have got, oh nice, this little sketchy piece on, I think it is Samo, which you can see is used up here on the German cover also. But on the disc and on the cover there, which is quite nice. I really like what they've done there. That's very, very nice. Let me pop out the cover first of all. Well, there's Ng Ming Choi there. Right, very good. Okay, so this guy, when I reverse this cover, you will see who he is and you will recognize him. Also known as Yun Ting, one of the Seven Little Fortunes, who most, again, as I say, most of star in this movie, if not all, star in this movie, or appear in this movie, I should say. And this is him up here. Fantastic. Very, very nice. Let me just quickly slide that back in there. What a gorgeous piece. So absolutely gorgeous. And then this booklet. Oh, look, I love this shot of Keen Hu. I think he's very, very handsome in this photo, which you'll see here on the back. Hopefully you'll see that in the back there, not too much glare coming through. We have a very summery day here in Northern Ireland, which is fantastic for a change. But I do love this photo of Keen Hu. I do think he's very, very handsome in it. Okay, going to flick through this quickly and share this with you. Wow, very good. There he is, the legend himself. Beautifully put together here, as always. Very, very nice. But this film, yeah, there's a lot to love here. And it does, do you know what? It actually does work well as a companion piece to Jimmy Wang Yu's Beach of the War Gods. Very similar in its, I guess, story to some degree. Of course, the Japanese pirates hitting up China for some torture there. But I feel that they're two very, very different movies. And of course, Beach of the War Gods is amazing. It's a very gritty martial arts and swordplay movie, whereas the Valiant ones has a lot more class and style about it. Definitely. That's a gorgeous book. Looking forward to getting stuck into it. Gonna go now, however. Check this out. Put it up against the German Blu-ray release. And I'll show you on screen when I come back the comparisons there of what people were commenting on how this was cropped up. But anyway, yes, I'll be back soon to let you know what I think. So, just back after checking out the Eureka video 4K UHD release of the Valiant ones, and wow, I mean, I was very happy with the Cargo Movies German Blu-ray. I thought it looked stunning. In fact, obviously as the first time I'd ever seen that movie the way it was meant to be, it looked fantastic. But now I can see what people are talking about. That crop up, not throughout the whole film, but on the German Blu-ray, whenever they are talking, the scenes have been brought closer, have been cropped up there to cut away the burnt-in Chinese subtitles, I would imagine, so they can replace them with new English or German subtitles. Hopefully I'm putting an example on the screen for you now, side by side with how Eureka have presented theirs in the correct ratio, and that 4K itself looks absolutely amazing. As I say, the German Blu-ray I really enjoyed, being the first time I'd really seen it as such, but this was just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And the film itself opens with a brief note on where the movie's been and how it was restored and things like that. So it's good to take all that in. It does last for a few minutes, so you do have time to read it. It is that long. But overall, I mean, wow, this just looked fucking gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and is an absolute welcome addition alongside the likes of The Fate of Lee Can, Raining in the Mountain and all that kind of thing from Eureka. You can get all those other King Hu titles there, of course. Then the audio commentary with Frank Jiang was fantastic. There were moments where I thought he had kind of fallen asleep because there was longer periods of the movie's soundtrack coming through there, but from when he did talk about it, and it's quite a lengthy movie, so I understand he may have needed a break there, but very, very informative and definitely well worth listening to when you get your hands on this copy. Absolutely fantastic. You had Tony Raines on the Valiant ones and King Hu here, which was fantastic. I think 23.5 to 24 minutes in length. Wonderful again. I could listen to this guy all day. I've said it many, many times. Such a fascinating voice on Asian cinema alone, but definitely a welcome extra to go back to here. In fact, I think there's about 2 hours in total, not counting Frank's audio commentary, but in terms of these extra features here, there's about 2 hours worth of watching, which is really, really good to see. Star of Wu Sha, you have got David Kearns. Maybe it's all on the back here, of course, I'm trying to remember here. David Kearns for just under 22 minutes in length, talking about, it's like a video essay talking about the movie itself, the director, stars, etc. And very, very good. I mean, quite a lengthy video essay to listen to. The Life of a Lucky Stuntman. This was a fantastic interview with Billy Chan. Again, we're seeing more and more interviews with Billy Chan coming out on releases from Eureka and Idiot and others, and it's just brilliant to see. I mean, this guy has an incredible career, and you see him pop up throughout here along with many, his brother Peter and many other familiar faces there. But throughout Hong Kong cinema history, he has been quite a prominent name and quite an important character off that. You've got 21 minutes with him there through that interview. Then you have My Father and I. This is with Yun Ting, one of the 7 Little Fortunes, who appears in here as the young... he plays the flute, and at the end fight he is the one kind of firing the arrows and stuff. You'll recognize him once you see him, of course, there. My Father and I, he talks about King Hu being his dad, but I don't think he was his biological dad. I'm nearly sure he's not. This is just purely out of respect. His master, his father, and so on. That was about 25.5 to 26 minutes in length. Ming Choi, I think he's listed as here. Yeah, Ming Choi. But fantastic to listen to. Now, this is a later interview. This is a new interview compared to the 2016 interview from the Frederick Ambrosine archives, which was running around. It was shot in a restaurant. It was kind of like in the middle of a meal. It was very raw. But still good, and ran for about 4.5 minutes there. But this one, the My Father and I interview, was much more interesting and definitely well worth checking out there. You've got Memories of Who, which is Roger Garcia, who talks about basically King Hu, of course, his movies, and of course the Valiant ones, which is why it's on there. That ran for 26 minutes in length, I think. And then you have got the Frederick Ambrosine 2003 interview with Hsu Feng, the gorgeous female star of the movie here, and of many of King Hu's movies, of course, and other Kung Fu classics. Again, very raw in how it was captured, but still very, very good and very interesting to listen to. Ran for just under 17 minutes in length. But honestly, for me, this is the ultimate edition of this movie. It is absolutely fantastic. This 4K release is stunning. Those extra features are all well worth checking out, and Frank's audio commentary definitely worth a listen to. But the picture quality, how it's presented and everything about this from Eureka is just stunning. So yes, for me, definitely a double thumbs up, and super glad finally that I've got a decent copy in my collection. The correct copy. Don't get me wrong, if you can't get your hands on this, that Cargo Movies release is definitely worth picking up. And I understand that you shouldn't chop and change director's movie. It's blasphemous, let's say, especially with a Keen Hu movie. But I have to be honest and say that what they did crop whenever people were talking on screen, it was done tastefully. It wasn't shoddy editing or people weren't out of frame. It was still cropped and cut to a point where it looked great. But that said, this is the correct ratio. This is absolutely the ultimate version of the Valiant ones. Hsu Feng from Eureka Video. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram @InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.